good morning, everybody. Our program this morning is coming to you from our old home base of southern Wisconsin, from the producer's studio here in Milwaukee. Tried to put together a broadcast that would have something to do with
our music.
And we have come up with a gentleman who does not do this very often, and we are pleased that he could be with us this morning. His name is
Eggbone.
We'll spend 1 hour with him, and we'll begin after these announcements, and I hope you'll stay tuned. Thank you.
Wish we never met, like I was glitchgum. Win some, lose some, and miss some. Heard this project, it was too fire, I got 'em pissed some. I keep that pouch up on me, you know it's Capri Sun. Heard they hating on me, they a prick, so that's the reason. Had to fly up on my old abode, it was restricting. Snakes all up inside my house, they was straight constricting. Nobody around me be messing up, cause I be strict and
fresh air and deforestation, my kind of day.
I ain't even had to use my pen to create gray bars. Sneaking through the vents, I got them open in the gray bars. My notebook keep them stored up like some crate jars. Safe rack, clean bands imported over freight cars. Every band I make, they taxing like 50%. While the richest alive don't even have to pay their rent. Matter of fact, they charging ours without us giving consent. If you asking me seriously, I tell you that don't make sense. Matter of fact, we should just blow the fleet to bits. Rig some explosives and TNT up with a switch. Interstellar weaponry, I feel just like I'm Stitch. Weapons of mass destruction, I feel like 626. Leave some space for him, man, he looking like a keyboard. 88 keys while he's clutching up his fleet sword. He playing chess, he moved his knight right on to C4. Rigging up the door with powder, about to blow to C4. Hit him with my stick because I'm trying to knock him out. He was wanted for a bounty that I'm not trying to discount. Flee on his ship, I hit the station, then dismount. I just turn him in, make him go down for the count. Post-apocalyptic shelter, way I'm posted up. I pull up with that bubble gun, you turn it into dust. I had to leave some people back, don't know if they'll catch up. Second guessing my decisions, they might bottoms up. Close to the ground, but I still ain't falling. Couple bands in, but I still ain't ballin'. 5 years past and they still ain't calling. Scraping for something, I still ain't crawling. Deflect those blasts, I see murderous creatures. You ain't who you say you are, you a screecher. And I'm close to the top of this hill, I might climb it. Working on environments and my climates. Too zoned in so I can't even find it. Think I'm forgetting some things, I don't mind it.
That is so cool, and you had to put all of those pieces together, right?
And I'm stuck in this chair, I've been binded. Too caught up in the future, the past is a blur, so I'm blinded. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, mic check, 1, 2. Ready for action, nobody out there greater than a faction. You think you making bands? Well, to me that's just a fraction. Long game playing, ain't no room for satisfaction. I've been steady growing my team, you've been redacting. Said it truthfully, they all think I'm acting. You've been leading circles of hate, they ain't lasting. Gold flow from the north like Alaskan. Hungry with these raps every day like I was fasting. Interplanetary exports, they be taxing. Plus I be getting behind backs and stab these rich pedophiles, then I blast them. Send them back to Neolithic prehistoric action. I'm in the back seat, sipping on a seltzer from Mars while I'm riding Mystique, passing hieroglyphics as bars. I reside up in space, far away from all of these stars. And if they try to catch me slipping, I'ma turn them to cigars. 2 aces up my sleeve, but I ain't playing cards. You fascists fragile, break you into shards. Theocratic flow, I got them looking for the guards. Producer and the lyricist, I'm posted with the bars. This an old style, turn it to a new beat. Shuttle windows 80/10 and plus I got a new seat. You've been stuck in valleys, I just hit a new peak. Open up my wardrobe, it's looking like a boutique. I keep that big red button, but you know I ain't no 6. My fit be interplanetary, keep them Saturn rigs. I wired up the whip, I keep it running off a glitch. Like injury reserve, you know I had to jailbreak it. Since Kanye fell off, somebody had to take his place. And went through the atmosphere, I'm blasting off to outer space. Up at Assassination, then I'm gone without a trace. If you wanna beat a feature, hit me up in lowercase. Stepped in the booth and I dropped a deposit. I've been steady rapping from my shuttle to a closet. Home studio, I keep them bars in my pockets. I'ma make it with my music, ain't even a prospect. Eyes red like I'm looking for some blood to spill. Step up on your planet, leave it looking like ultra kill. I don't take nothing for granted, blast them in their face. If they acting disrespectful, turn them to a case. Thought you seen him at the war if it was just a vision. Keep that foresight in my arsenal, I got precision. Every track that I make an experiment. Cooking up concoctions and they potent, better close the vent. I don't do this for the money or the fame. I just do it for the storytelling, no reason to blame. Spent too much time trying to think, but you went out your element, got boots up on the ring. Pockets, I feel like a man. Stalker for hire, I sleep in a van. See me behind you, I turn into sand. Pass by, tap down, slipping through hands. A 100 grand breaking into wallets. Never been revealed, yeah, I feel like Mac, homie. Get the device and I start to just boom it. Rich people hate on me, who are they fooling? Yeah, step back when I get off the plane. Took a safe trip off the back, it's insane. They ain't even notice all the wealth obtained. Take a pic when you see my new deposit. I've been off of drugs, I don't know what's in my closet. All my music complex, check the composite. Money on the low, but I'm working out the profits. Two-stepping when I step out the coupe. Nobody under me, I know that is the truth. Yeah, I feel like I'm cold. Step out the building, I feel like I'm old. Yeah, got a heart like stone and who they really been holding. Who they really been holding. I feel like the boldest, the brightest is sewn in. Scrambling to fix my tires, I get up in the vehicle and drive it like an iron. Then I start to zoom, I get ready into firing. Gunshots, 1, 2, get that cash now. Scram, jumping on the tram. Shots between the eyes and the nose, caught on cam. Keep it down, the last stretch I turn into sand on and proceed to take my cash and sign off. This beat feel like RTJ when I hopped on it. Talking out they mouth, told them put a sock on it. I'm in this game and I can't get out. I create too much heat, all y'all the lyricists go through a drought. Y'all should be impeached, stay lonely on the top, no outreach. Go drink bleach. Too many people wanna question if I murder sessions. I just get up in that booth and spin a new redemption. I do exactly as I do, but don't get no mentions. I'm trying to get some wealth and spread it, no exceptions. How many of y'all rappers MAGA and racist? See it through somebody else's eyes, no LASIK. Bars like HTML, I had to get ahead. LUA syntax, write an end, leave them dead. I heard you ain't programming, you just writing scripts. Virtual death doors, I got them coding up a crypt.
Pretty scary sometimes. We have to remember that deep down there's a lot of good in it.
Pen and pad, man, this beat feel like I'm on a beach. Hit my last station years ago, I'm out of reach. I've been living good, living my own life, grinding up my music and my homies think I'm hitting strikes. Home runs coming soon, next up, working on an album, yeah, I'm about to get my checks up. But I don't do it for the money, I get dressed up. Some of y'all ain't really confident, get your chest up.
Gambling made me a trillionaire, it's true. Prove it, Donnie. I've got it on video.
Come back like the beat when it reset. Overcomplicated music, you should use a preset.
Listen to me, everybody. I want you all to stay where you are. Help will be here any minute. This ship is equipped with watertight compartments. So just remain calm. Keep your positions. Help is on the way.
Complicated verses like to keep my instrumentals simple. You ordin' flows, but on the mic I sound like Stuart Simple. Verses razor sharp, but I ain't covering no incidentals. I'll blow a hole right through your wall just to mess with your mental. Hole through the wall like I'm building up a tight 10. Asking for the gate code, I respond type 10. You ain't even on my top 10, you're falling. No racks ain't ballin'. New tracks appalling.
There are things you notice that most people wouldn't be seeing.
Reality is free and I'm subject to being. My object is fleeing. I object to seeing this nonsense they bring in. 2 stones left and I ain't even throwing them. Going downstream and you ain't even rowing them. Highbrow flows and I ain't even owning them. You just pretending to zone them in. Hot car bets, no voice for the charter. Couple bands lost, but I ain't go departer. Money down south, coming back cause it's hard earned. Blazing heat shard from the Sunday was hard burned. You already think I lost it. 0 in my bank account, only goes up from here. I sorta hope I paused it. False positive, it's hard to believe I've been living. When you already gave, there's not much left to be given. Searching for the serum, yeah, I'm searching for the source. Aspiring to find something to fill my life force. Running through the gravel like I'm trying to pass a torch. Suddenly the people that I'm close to feel so coarse. It's not them, it's me, I say that out 100 times. But just repeating truth has got me running out of lines. I'm the only person that can see me as I am. When I argue with myself, it's hard to be the better man.
If you look at something, if you intend to use it, you have to emulate it, which means you have to understand it.
When 2 adversaries get together, it gets pretty scary. Let's squash the beef, but if we work together, I'ma carry. I'm done with all you rappers and your fake secretaries. Don't be contrarian, I know you've been staring in. I know you fake all of your tastes and all your topsters. You ain't listening to that, so why's it on your roster? Stop all the hate for the imposters, cause they just wanna be somebody bigger than themselves and who they offer. I get all the fake pretense, cause if your expression is genuine, you on the fence. Or whether you should be a leader or a follower. And when it comes to all these flows, you are a borrower. We all do that from time to time, but you is an exception. No original ideas of your own conception. I heard you had a plan, a first thought inception, about to conjure up redemption.
Yesterday I found myself alone, 3 a.m., nobody around, like tired. I lay down, I wasn't even thinking about Diana or anything else, and so I was just thinking about nothing. And I'm lying there and I'm like, absolutely nothing to do, and so I started getting visions.
Heard you on the defense, last verse after. Keep them slipping up like some casters, blaster. On my belt I ain't afraid to caster, plaster. I'm above you hiding in the rafters. I broken on your ship, it's looking like a lodge. You got that certain aesthetic in your garage. I'm on the loading bay, chilling, hiding out. I'm sneaking through your toolbox, trying to find you out. Catch you slipping, I'ma turn you into sludge. I pulled up with that pulverizer on me just because. I'm about to be your jury, executioner, and judge. Screaming over radio, I turn you into fuzz.
Dog. Ball. Cat. Tree. Camera. Car. Money.
He starts to creep into the bay, he trying to see me. He got his crew behind him, I'ma take a look-see. Back and forth, gunfire erupts atop the shuttle. I shot his homie in the face to turn into a puddle. Literally the heat spread all over his body. This is not a game to me, it's not no hobby. I need the cargo on the ship, so I'm not gonna let myself slip. Cause every trip and every fall could spell you out for death. A guy is running at me as he's trying to catch his breath. I dodge him and I shoot him as his hole right through his chest. Couple men last, 1 left, 1 right. The right one charges into 30k lumens of light. I hit him with a flash and impaired him in his sight. The other one ain't armed, but arms my blaster, that's alright. Cause I'm armed to the teeth, I'ma make this brief. I reach into my pocket and obscure a deadly weapon. I throw one at the right and use the other on his friend. All them races at END, full send. Sunshine into my eyes from a million rays. I could show you how to make a track a million ways. Heard he on paid leave like a couple days. Heard they interrupting each other, it's going out of phase. I'm just capturing a glimpse of my reality. You ain't have to understand to see my own mentality. See it from both sides of the coin, viewpoint duality. How you not gonna question, they dismissing all those casualties. Killing is one thing, what sticks is how casually they gon' make you question yourself and your own sanity. If you make it through, they'll say it makes you stronger, but what's the use of losing sensitivity? I ponder. Rested on the hill with blades of grass all on my back. When I try to face some ignorance, I don't get slack. Whiskey in one hand and the other is cursed with Jack. Let my home planet last life, I don't go back. This beat right here sound like Sonic Adventures. You way too old for the game, you need some dentures. Analyzing all my lines, checking the measures. X-mat bars, they be digging for treasures. This life gon' take you to some scary situations. Better to solve your problems with words than litigations. Better to laugh it off and solve it with mitigations. Struggle just to concentrate, I struggle with creation. Sunshine into my eyes from a million rays. I could show you how to make a track a million ways. Heard he on paid leave like a couple days. Heard they interrupting each other, it's going out of phase. I'm just capturing a glimpse of my reality. You ain't have to understand to see my own mentality. See it from both sides of the coin, viewpoint duality. How you not gonna question, they dismissing all those casualties. Atlantic Ocean in my potion when I step up on your shuttle. Blast you with that ray hydration, turn you to a puddle. Mega mind with all these schemes, my money turning blue. I'm reading up your doc, spinning your numbers ending two. Pop open the glove compartment, birds, bees on the dash. Thruster on full throttle, but I don't think we gon' crash. Just repair my ship and took the piggy bank plus cash. Movements like I'm Punch Made Dev, I'm about to steal your hash. This was not my ship, but I redid all of the plaster. Snuck up in it, found him, and I hit him with my blaster. Then I added furniture, got drawers up with the casters. Tinker with my tracks, but don't put OTT on masters. You be hating on the kids, but they accomplish these same things that you did with the masters. Your life's a disaster. Not that your grind was for nothing, but you hate on people that did the same thing but faster. Then they passed you after. Money blue like Sony, you got played up at the station. Heard you bought a tractor beam, but you only vacation. Plus you heading back and I heard Mars your destination. You refer to other people as an infestation. Yeah, I'm posted on a rooftop trying to cop all of your money from that TikTok slop. Stop if you value your life, cause I'm leaving this place and either taking you or all your money gone without a trace. Step up in the booth, I'm now a whole different person. Fine dining every day plus ordering dessert, and I've been living safe, there ain't no wind that just gon' blow me over. Even drinking better, yeah, most days and nights I'm staying sober. Saw a fortune teller and he said my fate. Looking pretty good and the past is a clean slate. Told me that my time of death is not a date. Long live the king and all, he said I'm looking pretty great. Then behind me at a speech, something was just wrong. Crowd looking pretty busy, nodded all along. Afterwards as I got in my presidential ride, I felt that something wasn't right, I got an apprehensive vibe. Then out of nowhere materializing right next to me, a man made of sand appeared and apprehended me. Choking on my neck, I pushed him off and asked him why. He said you're a greater evil and this the day that you supposed to die. As I'm squirming around, I'm running out of breath. Accidentally bit my tongue, I think I'm tasting death. Slumping on my seat, I feel my pulse starting to slow. As my phone beside me starts to vibrate and to glow. The man of sand who's brought upon my death picks up my phone. He says the call's from me and it comes from my royal home. And as I answer up my phone, I hear my son's voice. Tells me that my own corruption brought about this brutal choice. Proposition overlooked, your bread is undercooked. I pulled up to the kitchen and I'm chilling with the cooks. You just pulled up to the court, chilling with the crooks. Tell me how you balance checking when you can't read books. Tell me what's in your bottle, what you drinking. I put this pen to this pad and I'm inking. Had to settle the water, snow sinking. You might just miss something new when you blinking. Flow cold from the north like Siberia. I don't know the music you make or your criteria. Every time you open your mouth, you make hysteria. You invading all of my bars like bacteria. I got my white blood cells on the defense. Toontown size money bags, they be immense. Said he got a cold shoulder, it was chipped off. Said he in the bargain bin, he got ripped off. $20 for a bad movie. Said the watch was pretty bad, so I checked mine. 10 and 2 on my hands, it was just fine. Said he drive a Rolls Royce, it's a jet line.
I don't want this to end. But it's so cool. That is so cool. And you had to put all of those pieces together, right?
Flow off the chain, but it ain't on no beams. I'm about to make it with support from my teams. I see you just tearing up at the seams. I see you through all the smoke and the screens. My ship fly up in the ether. See it in the Reader's Digest with your peepers. Keep that gun fully cocked with a couple beams. You ain't never catch me slipping with no magazines. I just rhyme in my free time. Keep it a buck cause I'm working on the every line. You better duck when I hit you with the Henry 9. I keep it tucked when I'm towing down the space lines. And I'm pleased to find moguls, tycoons of sorts, I'm working with ovals. Straight out the office, you see some sharks, all I'm seeing is crawfish. And I'm taking advantage of them and their stupid brains. Money too insane, I'm taking rapport. I scored 21, you at 24. Money green like it's common. Step up with bars that's cyan and exotic. And my bars like a shaman. Lines that fix all of your problems, I got it. Mathematician each time that I cook. Captured your queen, I ain't using a rook. Get you addicted on this, you get hooked. Moves make you question the rules in the book. And I'm back like I never left. I never started metapacts, so I'm taking breath. You a dead man walking, better check your step. Showed late to the party, but I killed the set. I'm in your area tripping off of dentist teeth and aesthetics. Brody want a bar for bar, but his is just pathetic. You can insult all you want, but don't come for aesthetics. Got my music fine-tuned, keep with my poetics. You ain't really see me cause I had to take the scenic route. Get your nose out of my business, don't know what you talk about. Heard he eating good, then I saw him at an In-N-Out. Insta KO, knock him out.
Are you sure you're a beginner?
2 phones left and I ain't even lying. Guilty by association, no one gon' be buying. Showing me snippets, I'm saying they ain't even trying. Cooking up a verse on my production, I've been frying. Get the grease in the pan, then I exhale. All your rappers writing spreadsheets, exhale. I just breathe on this beat, yeah, I exhale. Snowflakes melting into letters, call that exhale. Most of your writers just gon' pale in comparison. I'm teed up fast, I make the shot and got them staring in. Wonder how your trash last year has got you faring.
Isn't this just beautiful?
Villain flows, took him straight out Lego Batman. Broke into his home and left him bleeding on the Afghan. I eat rappers up for breakfast like I'm Pac-Man. Said they want a feature, I'm like, yeah, I'll get on that, man. 2 flows, but I still might get busy with it. Heard you sipping on LaCroix, you might get fizzy with it. Heard you got a brand new boy, I sound like Twiggy with it. You might get some widgets. New Android, no epoxy, already lost me. You and all your homies sound like Nazis. Killing up this track like it was a game of Yahtzee. You and all of yours keep losing, trying to squash me. Air you're tripping off of dentist teeth and aesthetics. Brody wanted bar for bar, but his is just pathetic. You can insult all you want, but don't come for aesthetics. Got my music fine-tuned, keep with my poetics. You ain't really see me cause I had to take the scenic route. Get your nose out of my business, don't know what you talk about. Heard he eating good, but then I saw him at an In-N-Out. Insta KO, hit a left, then I knock him out. You been jingling keys in other people's faces. Say you next up to bat, but you ain't on the bases. You think you a master, but you haven't hit the basics. All you say is lies, heard you on a first name basis. With the whole underground, but you saying slurs. You underground musicians sticking to my clothes like birds. I heard you popped out with a fit that was made out of fur. You trash rappers misgendering, calling women sir. Plus you looking stupid and your bars is kinda trash. I might pull up with that fireplace and turn you into ash. I heard you tripping when Discord switched from usernames to hash. Brody think he's smarty watching Aiden Ross up on the dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, money bands encore. When I hit the station, I leave before there's some downpour. 5, 6, 7, 8, make sure you don't get there late. You making music for approval, I make it for the hate. Bulletproof glass on the dash, they be asking what's your passport. You talk about cash for way too long. I'm sipping tea oolong. I'm trying to right my wrongs, you trying to get like Kong, switch the design. Reason they be questioning my music is so refined. Chopper bronze like copper and tin getting combined. Paracord and running pretty thin up on your mind. You threatening other people, I'm watching it, just don't whine.
The Kenai River is famed for its king salmon fishing. Its cold waters host the biggest Chinooks in the world.
Back magician competition, pissing the pot up cause they thought they missed him. Hotel room, I'm only sipping, cup of Lipton. Polar in these raps, think I got a good grip. And take a picture, take a snapshot. You said you wanna be the man, wanna be on top, but all you're doing is advertise your tracks, you never drop. I take a look at your music and all I see is slop. I've been working on this while they're stealing beats. You got a head start, I was putting on my cleats. You said you want another level, but it's just cheats. Nobody right now asking features from me, but they don't know my real skill, that's in summary. Your rapper's fits came out award, mine's Montgomery. If you don't like me on my music, then don't come to me. Flow too fast, had to slow it down. Picking up my verses from the past like I get it now. You ain't been revived, but you been down. Looking through the fields, I don't like to keep my head down. Beats sounding like I'm shooting through a tunnel. You got all your worst work and put it through a funnel. My flow is oceanic, yours is like a puddle. Try to figure out my wordplay, they befuddle. Not even trying to, but I've been getting stronger. Energy inside my mind, focus trying to ponder. Conscious been awakening, you enter into sonder. All you do is give up, and then you wander. Necromancer flows, I got them all doing my bidding. Scrounging for some scraps, you heard my music, you was sieving. You too afraid to make some bars about how you living.
What's all this magic stuff doing here?
Chris, so your bars not to be confused with Tom. Building up a track and his mind close to long. My lyrics got that open TTD precision. Songs long as Mr. Bones ride, no derision. Your verses sounded pretty old, just like the Iliad. Saw a glimpse of what you writing down and it was really bad. I keep my rifle oiled up just a tad. You pulled up to the shooting range and it was just sad. Our rings that give me power, stuff with sweet and sour. They asked me for the recipe, it's simple, just like wheat and flour. Wanna step to my level, but you were just a coward. Pulled up with that can of ego, disappeared to powder. You also turf together all your ideas. Flow is pretty good, got it at IKEA. Got too much inside of my head, I need to get it out. Capitalism is like a prison, we is in a drought. I've been working on this while they stealing beats. You got a head start, I was putting on my cleats. You said you want another level, but it's just cheats. I listen to your music and it sounds like repeats. Nobody right now asking features from me, but they don't know my real skill, that's in its summary. Your rapper's fits came out award, mine's Montgomery. If you don't like me on my music, then don't come to me. Rally troops so we can finish this with haste. You and your whole crew making music that sound the same. Control see my music, they trying to copy paste. Symbolize the choices I'm making into a game. Switching up the pattern, switching up the situation. All you talk about is random theories, random observations. Food for thought, cause all you do is just investigation. I've been digging, asking around you for some information. Your last album was built like Bejeweled. You addicted to the game, so you running out of fuel. Crabbing sugars on another level, asking about my tools. 1v1 me a cappella, we may have a duel. Consciousness and brain together but separated. Listening to music, my brain reinvigorated. Try to like these people desperately, but I still hate it. All your music lazy, you ain't think or concentrated. Truth don't hurt less by a fancy name. I'm with my disciples, we going on campaigns. Flow bananas, we cooking the plantains. We was in the valley after taking on the train. Pulled up with that whatchamacallit, it's on my wallet. Pulled up with like 50 pieces, you pulled up with Reese's. Droid on one side and a blaster on the other. I'm about to send you back up to your mother. Beats sound like a return to format. Altering the matter of bars, feel like I'm Korvac. Me and all of my steady stomping up on your doormat. Keeping you alive, we defending you with like formats. Beliefs contradicting themselves, you was a poor hack. The fascist you elected going down in 4 slaps. Claim me the best to ever do it, but the score cap. You chill in a mansion every day, that ain't no trap. I've been working on this while they selling beats. You got a head start, I was putting on my cleats. You said you want another level, but it's just cheats. I listen to your music and it sounds like repeats. Nobody right now asking features from me, but they don't know my real skill, that's in its summary. Your rapper's fits came out award, mine's Montgomery. If you don't like me on my music, then don't come to me. Evangelicals talking to rapture. I spit like a chapter a day, no time to dissuade. And we was in a conversation with somebody who fundamentally disagreed about the time and the way. I got some different lyrics that you cannot hear from nobody else. I got something different to convey, and all you wanna do is just copy speeches from dictators. You got nothing new to say. I spit like an alcoholic tripping off a ganja too. You and all your influences spit like you passing the flu. I'ma just pass over you like ancient Egyptians. My message encrypted, the vision unscripted. Your rap is scripted, I'm rapping a cryptid and keeping it under lock and key, safely restricted. Every time that you thought that you saw the vision, you was fumbling words together and filling with indecision. My bars is flashes from the past, but I'm keeping them modest. You pray to CSGO skins, to you that's a goddess. I keep my bars Saharan, that's how you know they're the hottest. Plus global warming keep them hotter, but you is just thoughtless. I keep an oddage in my pocket with every step. You lacking knowledge when you talk it, I hear every breath. How you wanna rap, but you a white supremacist. You is nothing, just an empty head, no intellect. Posted on this track just like a lion. You posted with the predators, I'm with a flock that's flying. And every time you feign in ignorance, that's just some lies. And music on another level or I'll die trying. You eating up a Cavendish dish. The AAA grading has got me thinking you rich. I disappear and reappear just like an expert pitch. This 100-acre home run derby packing a glitch. I take a look into your hand and see the repertoire. Asking me too many, you don't know just what the methods are. My flow commanding, I ain't even have to be a czar. You talking hysterical daily, your speech is too bizarre. I pry the bumper off your Cybertruck with ease and sell it to a scrapper, weighs about 2,000 G's. I don't got no respect for you and all your fees. You weren't even elected, but you do just as you please. Let's get back to topic. When it comes to bars and songs, you know I drop it. Check the profit. Working on my music, only going up from here. When it comes to wordplay, I'm trying to be MF1 beer. I'm packing this and that, we elegant with all these raps. Setting up a fortress with some dwarves, they be setting traps. Gifted with this off the bat, but I ain't have the confidence to capture that. I'm in your area, but you ain't checked for that. $40 on the table, spit a fable, but I don't make nothing off it yet, rapping through the cable. You said you'd do the same if you were even able, but it's not about equipment, you don't have to worry about labels. It's all etc, don't listen to their promo. The only way you missing out is if you get in FOMO. I see it through the telescope, they acting pretty social, but once you sign a contract, they won't let you get vocal. In our society, there's no room for the artists. We always got the last priority, they want to discard us. And when we asking for livable wages, they get heartless. These politics and businessmen's morality is barless. Feel a little burnt out, but I still keep going. Album's almost done, so I still keep sewing. Elon's getting richer, but it still ain't showing. How y'all think that wealth gon' trickle down, the logic ain't flowing. You should find some common ground with enemies before you battle. Two wrongs don't make a right, but I'm just trying to tattle. You up like babies in your crib, so I'm just trying to rattle. You on the internet complaining, you sounding like cattle. Square up, I'ma push you off this building. My homie saw you up on Beef Street and you tilted. I wish you could talk, but I'm knowing you never will. And my bright red car circle your crops like I'm tilling. Banknotes at the function like I'm telling. I read it from your hippocampus and cerebellum. You Northrop Grumman looking rappers trying to shell them. And I've been asking questions, why you be a felon? Word association blowing up like pop rocks. Lyrically I'm jumping the bar, we call that hopscotch. All you got in inheritance was your pop socks. You been balled like eagles, I've been chilling with my hawk flock. Pulling giants by the mouth and posted at the dock. Versus confusing, you talking alligator or croc? They hear you stuttering around, then they will jump to mock. Lyrics going on for hours, like till it's 9 o'clock. You talking Bismarck like the donut or the ship. Talking about some all-in when you already lost your chips. I was on they till they really thought they lost him.
Wow, look at how good you've gotten.
You talking green, but your people be saying red. Your money good, but we talking your interface instead. I hear it's peeking in your headphones. Your favorite rapper's name is Eggbone. Additionally, by conditions that's desperate. Sipping on some Overwise, you drinking up some Nesquik. Your popularity been low, but the rest just numbers going up on a graph, and that's the respite.
Game over.
I've been slaying giants with my lyrics like it's Skyrim. You've been tripping over your words like Joe Biden. Words maneuvering, I keep on gliding. You was talking wordsmith, but you ain't been providing. I'm in a different field than all of the people I talk to. If you keep talking in my DMs so crazy, I'll block you. If you keep trying to steal my ship, I'ma line you in chalk too. You keep trying to steal the deal, I'ma turn and clock. Situations mess with oscillations inside of my brain. You were seeing you were on another level, that's insane. We come from different categories, so you can't compare, I can't complain. You paying up a fare you can't maintain. You enter the restaurant and you ain't even tipping. I keep them 10 toes down and they still slipping. Your past is holding you, I heard it got you tripping. I don't hear the voices of the crowd, I just keep gripping. I need some caffeine in my blood to make a better song. I saw a bouncing ball remind me of your sing-alongs. You got no nuance lyrics, no interpretations. The words you write been sounding like some miscommunications. You with the Nords, you feel the check of speech. What you can't afford is just a speck out of reach. Now I'm talking toward them epileptics trying to teach. You racist ink and board of whitewash and still trying to bleach. All my environments mentally they set you up. Prepare for retirement, your career ain't getting up. This music get violent and some people get cuffed up. I heard you was silent watching others get roughed up. Countless like the notches on my iron. Ounceless like the product you inspire. You ain't gotta count it just to fire. Pounce on tracks, I make MCs retire. Your mixes sounding pretty old, look like free fire. Trying to get some tricks up your sleeve, that's your desire. You grinding all this music hard, you start to perspire. I've been climbing up the ranks, I'm about to slay the spire. I'm in a different field than all of the people I talk to. If you keep talking in my DMs so crazy, I'll block you. If you keep trying to steal my ship, I'ma line you in chalk too. You keep trying to steal the deal, I'ma turn and clock. Situations mess with oscillations inside of my brain. You were seeing you were on another level, that's insane. We come from different categories, so you can't compare. I can't complain. You paying up a fare you can't maintain. Slamming poetry, I'm on the stage, you know it's me. And pretty soon all of the people on the top gon' notice me. And they gon' copy of my own developments and follow suit. Over polishing embellishments and making brute generalizations. My measures of manifestations. While you was contemplating, I was working on my agency. Crazily, why they follow me just like some agency. I've been packing mana long before it was commodity. Probably why you been reasoning out some prodigies. Odysseys, my music been taking them out overseas. Over these ethos and freak shows. Saying you the GOAT, I saw you missing all your free throws. I could go back to the chorus, but I wanna write a few more. You tore open all those bridges before you poured more concrete. Your music's obsolete. If I was on your music page, I would just archive and delete. This ain't targeting toward anybody in specific. I ain't trying to turn a drop into a Storm Pacific. But if you trying to pacify me, let's be realistic. You a coughing baby up inside a crib and I'm ballistic.
Let me see if I can taste the Starbucks. I really like the flavor a lot.
Blast you out the section with my missiles. Full-blown force, I can handle all you thistles. Word paraphrasing, got them reading through the sigils. Plus I got them sending out some signals. They wanna bite the hands that feed them. I leave them freaking out while they bleed. And plus on the carpet I leave them they seething. Hairline be receding. They talk about this and that. I do not listen, I'm working on raps. Keep on this grind and I channel my craft. Push a button, I might blow up your craft.
I wish I had a good reason why I'm always like that. But I don't.
It's me when I step in the zone. It's me, I hacked into your phone. It's me, I broke into your ship. It's me, I might give you a tip. Take you on planets, I'll take you on trips. Take me for granted, I'll sell you for chips. Already planning, I measure the shifts. Sizing you up to know if I could ship. You are my owner if I'ma need help. I got a blaster strapped up on my hip. Pointing and clicking, that heat would just melt. Odds looking good, roll the 6 on the pit. Live stream your death and there's S in the chat. Space police trying to find where I'm at. Tracking the stars and aligning the maps. I'ma exorcise him, turn him to a ghost. I got money coming over from the coast. I got people grieving on his last post. They be seething, asking why I did the most. Hocus pocus and he's gone. Literally that's how I see it, how wrong could that possibly be? One day you see him and next you don't see. On your TV I might pop up. On your CD I might pop up. On your DVD I might pop up. Blu-ray 2 you ain't have to say shop up. Get on a beat I might chop it up. I might pitch it up or chop it up. Cause a feature for me is way more than that. Heard he dissing me, I recorded that.
You ever remember the countdown?
Lot of good, but you ain't seeing it. Grew on my feathers, I feel like a phoenix. Hop on this beat and it feels like a remix. Take 2, I'm reciting and reading this. Half of you readers ain't lit with the cipher. Words I be spitting, you cannot decipher. Feel like Sam Cedar, I step in the ring and body you rappers like, what did you bring? Hop on the beat like a chomper from PVC. One bite and you're done. I've been doing this stuff for the love of the art, and I think I get better each bar and each run. You picking beef with the best in the game, I would think you'd get tired from jumping the gun.
If you love something that much as you say you do, here's what you do. You find a way to do it.
back to that little toddler, are there any things about you that you would change now? Anything about the way you lived your life?
Almost everything.
Really?
Yes.
Don't you have pride in what you've done?
I never understand those people who say I have no regrets. You know? It's incomprehensible.
What are
mine are is?
I need a piece of security. You need due time and some purity. Violence is hurting me, silence is burdening, yours is just burgeoning. Those stabs in my back, but I can't cry. I'm prone for inaction, I can't try. You're set for reaction, I can't lie. Please don't die. I question your access performance. You test on my future as dormant. I think my own words are performance. You see the signs of me hoarding. I see every line from across the page. I just dwell on nothings and it gives me rage. I could just rewind to the start of phase. Grasping something's tired legs. I could sit back on some words that you said. I could just black it or outline with red. I don't care for the way that you led. You just too scared for perception instead. I do not think I'll be cutting the string, but you just gon' boast your impervious things. A wavering thoughts, I'm gutting your fling. And you just conflicted, don't know what you bring.
The job that I thought I was going to get didn't come through, so I couldn't finance it anymore. And then a couple of years went by, and I got it back here in the shop in a couple of weeks. And then that factory ran away with my money as well as his. There's been that sort of history. It has been shooting. Just a matter of weeks. It just took all that time to get it together.
What do you think the picture can be done with it? Are you happy when it's all done? Cut goes out to be printed in houses?
No, because you've always hoped to make it better.
Other concerns my mind harboring longer. Don't wanna cut it, but think I should launder. Last time we spoke it was something to ponder. Wanna hit back, but I don't think I'm stronger. I think about this way too much. Is it too late to talk, or would it be clutch? In my mind you fade into obscurity. In your mind will I fade into dust? Either way it might be final. See-through decisions are accidents vital. Fade to black, fade to crackling vinyl. Matters more to have friends than be viral. Time heals our wounds, but it also creates them. But I question your circle, you thank them. If you dwell on the past as a sanctum, it can blur up your vision and rank some. I see you from visions past. I've been thinking about you on my thrust to blast. I saw someone who looked like you stationed last, but I knew that it wasn't you glancing past. Moving on, but at the same time I keep you in mind. You still got my name, so you know where to find. If you're just another or one of a kind, I don't know, but I'm dwelling on that in my mind. find the keys to your car, cause this is closing. I've been writing every day, I feel like Michael Rosen. Theorizing about the future, I'm supposing. Diving in the water without even dipping toes in. Meteorite crash, I'll take you on an expedition. Disappear to factory, I feel like a magician. Lower popularity, you sound like politician. Garnering a power and guile, you a tactician. Chopper like a Minecraft roleplay, I got the mods. See through all the expectations, I'm beating odds. Feel like one of the greatest, I feel just like a god. I've been grinding up the battle pass, you playing COD. Teriyaki chicken in my bowl, milk is in my tea. Picking up my drink of choice, posted with an icy. You been a poster boy, I ain't gon' say this nicely. Every track you make too many zeros, it be pricey. Peppermint, every time that I spit, it be heaven sent. All my verses elegant. I step in the room and command that space just like an elephant. You step in the room and talk frail for your benefit. Step up in the booth like Lady Gaga, I got aura. You was testing bars on animals, you like Sephora. You step on the mic with the energy of like Dora. You think you the princess of power, think you Adora. You was just a memory of the past like souls of blight. I might have to go to this charcoal and just ignite. Bonfire flows, I got a mask it for a light. I might just kill you and your twin for souls of sight. How much you playing on a tape deck? You overspending 30 grand for a break set. Writing up an impact, I got all my fonts set. You ain't seen the way that it's aligned, but it's on set. Gun tucked when I pulled up with that 45. You better leave the premises if you want to stay alive. Teleport you to a different planet, take your life for granted. Wasn't as easy as you imagined, wasn't how you planned it. Panned it back and forth like stereo mixing. You pulled up with hypebeast drip, still got your kicks in. Feel like I've been chosen from the top in the beginning. Every step and breath I take, I feel like I'll be winning. I pulled up with two guns and they twinning both ways. Music supernatural, I got them in a daze. All these bars are factual, that's why they sing in praise. I don't use an analog chopper, I use a ray gun when I spray some, let me say some. I don't do this for the money, don't you get it twisted. You said you was passionate about this, you insisted. Carry the whole game just like I'm Atlas, I resisted. Putting it down like wait, too many times I've been down in the dirt for way too many lines to write. Way too much music, but yo, music is fine. I got God on the phone cause I'm killing online. Take a second to picture this, I'm back up on the scene. I've been working on my music but can't help but feel unseen in this. Life gon' take you different places even on a screen. But some people take it to another level with their dreams. I've been working at it, sometimes tearing at the seam. But I think I'm getting better as I notice what they deem is good. Everything I do I think I'm pissed right off the bat. But I'm trying to make this money, trying to make a clean stack. Are you self-assured in what you do is you fulfilled? Do you have dependencies like do you pop them pills? I ain't trying to put you under pressure or to grill. Life could be a movie, yeah this life could be a thrill. Sometimes I just worry way too much about the dollar bills. Will I live a peaceful life or watch somebody's blood get spilled? I think that I overthink and dwell up on the past too much. Sometimes your own misery can end up as your only crush. Old school flows, I'ma use a typewriter. But new style with it, I'm a really tight writer. You ain't ever seen a style like this. Distortion out the wazoo, old heads pissed. I'm closer to your market, to your capital. Trying to make ends meet, you got too much capital. Sitting on gold bars, you looking like a villain. Short stature, big power, looking like Krillin. You and your feelings as of late I could demonstrate. I panic while we shooting through a pot into outer space. This is not how I thought we could save face. I tried to avenge all my loved ones and caught a case. Inside this pod with my brother who couldn't wait. Same cloth cup but we coming from different places. And now we stuck in this pod suffering fate. Left to turn into two corpses, it's too late. Heart beats slow when you think you may die. I thought I'd make it, I finally stepped up to try. But all I'm seeing is the notches on the die. I keep on asking myself why. Was I not good enough or is this the way it was supposed to go? A light begins to glow. I open up my vision, there's a ship to our rescue. Hope they ain't gonna take advantage and put us in test tube. My whole life a series of events I had no control over. Past the cold soda, the pilot was a scrapyard mechanic who felt the same. Whole regime makes our life a series of pain. Some too blind to see they took it all from us, but all we need to take it back is add together some us. I like to play music and don't mind the drum dust. We tryna take what's ours back, we gon' make guns bust. We got the scrapper on our team, he is down for it. Never been so back before, turn the ship around for it. Shift in tone, there's been a lift up in our spirits. We gotta get our gear together so we can just clear this. The scrapper loaded us with guns, I can't even fake this. Now it's just the two of us, we gon' have to take this. We pushing through the guards and entering the pagers. On the station ship through security, watch for lasers. One got a clean shot on the prince and used a taser. He left the scene but still got phone ready for later. Pushing through security, I'm finding information. The emperor is at a speech, he giving consultation. Trying to find a map now to find where he be at. I need to catch a ride to get over their stat. I got a whip and now the guards is on my tail. Shooting up a storm, they're trying to hit me but they fail. I grab a map from out the glove and let it flail. Spot the amphitheater and hop up on the trail. I never been inside a chase like this. Shooting back I blast but there's a bunch and they all pissed. Communication through the watch up on my wrist. My homie rigged the whole entire bridge up with a switch. Across the bridge he flips it, blasts them into smithereens. By now the station know about it on their little screens. So I just pulled into an alley just to disappear. I reparticleize myself, I'm getting closely near. By now the speech about to end, he about to wrap it up. I find his limousine and sneak in when they back it up. I hide his particles until he gets inside. He sorta senses me but doesn't trust the vibe. I choke him out, he's slowly running out of breath. Blood is coming out his mouth, I think he's tasting death. My partner in crime calls on his phone and starts to ring. His own son tells him he was a horrible king. Get it loud with it. Get it loud with it. I said, I don't know when this beat's gonna start, so I'm gonna mess it up. I already know this. Car been declined like too many times. I'm in the dirt but I ain't digging up too many finds. Peeking through the windows but I can't see cause of the blinds. You need to see the bigger picture past the gestures and the mimes. Phantom touch when I'm rolling up a Dutch. He talking out of order, heard him screaming such and such. It's too percussive with these elements and cynicals. They think they kind but they just elegant in principle. Your whole crew built like pole vaulting zombies. I pull up with them spike rocks, y'all ain't gon' stall me. Flow supernatural but yours is Dasani. I needed new jeans, check the sales on Abercrombie. Really getting better but you're never gonna reach me. I keep my flow smooth like a ball, Fushigi. You'll never find the sources of my bar CD.
No! Food doesn't go on the floor!
Check the scales cause they really barely parched me. Dasani with the water but it's tasting kinda starchy. Pulling up your malinformed stats, check the chargy. Y'all was racist in the past, switch off that malarkey. Walkie-talkie assisted parallel parking. It came time to bite but you didn't and you still barking. Your rap is incomplete, I heard you lifting but you clarking. There's fire going on for a while and I've been sparking. Working on connections while you rappers keep fighting. These others spitting fire while I'm spitting out lightning. Until I'm called the booth I'm just a pacifist inciting. But when I step up even my freestyle's frightening. You want an aura dressed as stupid set for April 1st. But what you're doing behind the scenes is even worse. Some of you rappers touching kids after you spit a verse. You deserve a millstone around your neck just like the Bible verse. Flow is cold but I ain't even need recited. I just pulled up to a function, I was strictly uninvited. You were strangely unindicted for a crime you did commit. I'ma need that 20%, I need a split. Every time you open up your mouth it ain't legit. Cause you've been haunted by some ghosts and when you caught you throwing fits. Politics confusing, sound like happening off the fits. Keep my lines dope but I ain't smoking on no spliffs. I don't really know if that makes sense, but when it come down to it I'ma make rent. I heard you really wanna skip, wanna pass Lent. I got them foundational bars so don't forget to pour cement. Flow is from another place, I'm out in outer space. While y'all be sounding all the same, I'm sounding out of place. I hit you with this tractor beam, it ain't gon' leave a trace. There's fascists in our parliament like Marjorie and Nancy Mace. Let's get back to basics, yeah, let's talk about some unity. Cause if we band together we could take down the community. Cause their only power is the one that we give them. When they tripping off a K, that's when we hit them. I ain't talking about killing or spilling blood. I'm talking about ejecting them and nipping out the bud. Don't use the tactics, separate yourself mentally. Why are you claiming leftists will support the death penalty?
Hi, please call me back. Text no to opt out.
Mic check. Turn my vocals up. Turn my vocals up. Turn my vocals down. Turn my vocals up. Turn my vocals down. Kill yourself. Take one. Hidden in plain sight, you never gonna find me. I keep my resources close just like a library. Hidden in plain sight or maybe conspicuous. I keep my bars tight-knit and continuous. Posted up at Cracker Barrel playing the peg game. You was at the gym but you was slacking your leg game. Bars mathematical, don't you question my pen game. My mental stable but you know my bars are insane. Lyrics in full spirit, no Ouija. Boundless information, got the internet to teach me. I got a change in reputation that precedes me. You judging numbers off the top, we call that greedy. My beats are one of many looking like they rare. I look down to yours and really they can't compare. Keep your hands to yourself and don't stare. Let's not compare me to you, that's not fair. Turntable running while I rap, call that earwax. Monetizing all of the profits, we making fat stacks. Deer in the headlights bars, we taking all his racks. I stole your flow by surprise, no takebacks. Bob Ross lines take time, no rush. There's in a piece for the trees and the brush. But Rick Rubin mindset, I keep it on clutch. I'm cooking up some loud songs like a thrush. Just some importance, keep your index ready. My flow like a tsunami, but it's sharp like a machete. Etches on the wall and sketches through the confetti. There's something more than it seems, and it is heavy. Cornerstone Grove, he's hoping on where the cove ends. Steeping up the stove, he's questioning all the slogans. They keep on missing, but that's just the way the bow bends. I keep on listening to the deer and the slow hens. Mind binocular, I'm open to inputs. Speedy on the ice, but on the rocks he got pinfoots. You stepping heavy, yellow brick road, 10 foot. Dick Van Dyke, the way you covered in thin soot. Call me Poppins, I might glide on an umbrella. I'm sipping on Sprecher while you sipping sarsaparilla. Walk on the move, feel like I'm Jackson, it's a thriller. I'm sipping Sprecher while you shotgunning a Stella. Lyrics out the crawl space in a safe house. Keyboard warrior, you posted on a couch. Switch the perspective if you trying to knock me out. All your contributions to the music is just roundabout. Last couple verses on the album, this is send off. I don't know just what to write, but it's been awfully nice, but it's been a long ride. Next time you hear from me, I'll have something new to provide.